all should know that I'm pretty nosy. So as we're walking back towards reception, I notice a whole other room. Now, I'm not going to tell too much about it, but there is a lot that is happening here.
Yes.
Parts being produced.
Yes. Yes.
Craig, you're a very busy man.
Yes, I am. And I bought a racetrack. So I
What
needed
a
that.
racetrack! I mean, you all saw that at the beginning of this. I mean, what a way to start our tour. I
bet.
absolutely loved it.
I was excited to show you that. I really was. And so hope it goes well.
I think it's going to go fabulous. We have to keep in touch with Craig, keep up to date with all of the socials as well, because that racetrack, I'm guessing mid-27, end of 27, there's going to be a big bang of a party or a launch.
Yes.
Something to really show it off. And on top of that, such a big facility here, so many projects, such a big variety. And now you've tucked away this room. I think you were trying to hide it from me.
Well, it's actually our shipping and receiving area, and it's where we keep all of our parts. You know, I told you we were dealers for certain companies, sheet metal companies, and different things like that. And we even produce our own part, actually several parts too. And I will also, while we're talking about this, I'll have Cassie go ahead and pull one of those bolt-in underdashes. When we were looking at that 48 in there, that cab, and you said you'd like that extension in there for the AC system. Well, it got to the point where we had so many guys say, "Where do you get those?" Well, we actually make them, and so this is the bolt-in for that 40 or that 3100 series Chevrolet pickup. So yeah,
we also make this in a universal that's 60 inches wide.
So it can
you
be
could put
applied
in like
for
a
a
square
C10,
body or
square
anything
body,
you want,
C10,
really.
whatever you want.
It's just flat all the way across the top there.
So that fits the contour of the original dash on the 47 to 53 Chevrolet pickup, and they can just bolt it in. That's old Digger making the noise in the background right there.
He's so cute. He just came and grabbed a plastic bag.
He just took off with
But
it. So.
folks at home, the awesome thing here is, one, this looks great. Not always do we see parts that get custom made that are then available to the public. And I'm always asking, so, are you reproducing that? But here you are, you've made something to customize it for the customer. And now it's available for everybody else as well.
Absolutely. And not only that, but we went to the trouble Cassidy did because he was putting one in his wife's truck. And so with that said, if you still use the cowl vent with the lever, well, we've made an extension lever too. And I think we probably have one, running around here somewhere. Well, Digger probably took off with it right there in that box, Lucas.
Yeah, we had him out in the semi.
So the cool thing about it is, Rana, right there, so you can actually bolt that, and it comes with the knob.
Check it out.
Yeah. So you can get underneath the dash extension. So
this is a big piece that is getting made and available to the public. Another big piece is the bed.
The box sides for the 80 trucks. And there's a lot of guys out there, especially in the 80 industry, know that we build a box side. One of the difficulties over the years has, we were talking about that stake pocket availability at one point. And we couldn't get one. At that time, there was a couple companies offering them, but I didn't like the import. And the import's still available, but there are so many flaws in that imported one. The metal is, I don't think, how do I say that? It's inferior metal.
Yeah.
And there's ripples, and there's just the profile isn't correct. And
they're not made by hot rodders.
No, they're not.
Or car builders. And that's why it's awesome when you guys do make the parts. And I'm always trying to get it out there because you test it. You've got a fabricator, here who's very passionate about it.
Absolutely.
And obviously would be going over it and over it 100 times to make sure, because he's had the trouble of parts not fitting.
We tried to put on a set from overseas, and it took us 4 hours to put two stake pockets on because they were fit so poorly.
I'm glad you said that, Cassidy, because what we ended up doing, there was a company that went out of business, is what it was. And they were a supplier of one of the better ones here in the USA.
Yeah.
Although they were the supplier and they had the better ones, we still had labor, which is the killer a lot of times in a fab shop. I mean, you can get a ton of labor in something, and that's what the customer's always asking. How much is this going to cost me? Well, I can buy a part off the shelf and just go ahead and bolt it onto something, but even we were talking about your fenders, you still have to modify and get everything that you're trying to get when it comes to that perfect fit and finish. With that said, the stake pocket was one of the problems that we were having trouble getting a hold of. So when that company went out of business, I did my due diligence and bought every stake pocket I possibly could buy in the nation. I am not, if it was on eBay, Marketplace, Facebook, you name it, I bought it. And even, some of the major companies through, Classic and Chevy the 40s and LMC, I bought theirs too. And so what I did when I got them here in-house is I started looking at all what I would call, I'm not going to say flaws as much as the inconsistencies, what I would tell you in the stake pocket. And so what we did was we started investing in our own stake pocket to produce for that 80 truck, that 4753.
And that's what this is right here.
That is what that is right there, yeah. And so we've even went to even more extent to modify that. We have 400 in stock right now, I will tell you, and these are very, very nice. What I will tell you as a builder, what Cassidy was talking about, we've taken the labor out of having to make this thing work and fit for your vehicle. It already comes with, it's almost 100%.
You're a man of warranty. What
Yes.
can you guarantee to people wanting to get this from you?
I'll guarantee you that's the best one you're going to find on the market today.
There you go.
And it's American made, and it's made right here in the Midwest.
There you go, everybody. So do check out the website. I hope it's on the
Yep,
website.
it is on the website, yes. We have an e-commerce site that is still a little under construction, but these happen to be there.
And we're still trying to build bed sides too. We just haven't quite got that far yet.
That's
so.
the tough one. We
We
build
do
them.
have some over here, and we can build them in-house,
I mean,
but they're...
the perseverance, and I love it, that the vision is just, I love it. It's aggressive, but it's good.
Yeah.
You're out here, not just the cars, the drag strip, you're very involved with the hobby.
Yes.
It's in your blood. And now again, you're continuing on the culture by making sure that these cars stay on the road by giving them good parts.
Well, not only good parts, but affordable parts too. And that's what we were talking about. We can make the bedside, but they get to the point where they're, it's hard to compete with that imported $500-$600 bedside that already has a stake pocket on it when ours are $800 and $900.
Yeah.
Most guys don't compare apples to apples. They're like, oh, that one's cheaper. I'm going to buy that one.
That one's also made out of 20-gauge metal, and it's all
By
ripply.
the time they
and-
get it,
Yeah.
they've got 40 hours trying to make it fit their truck. And when we build them, I mean, one of the compliments, the best compliments I can ever get, Smoky Mountain Nationals has their own little, I shouldn't say little, but they have their own channel too. Well, we sent them a bed, and Dave Hoke had put that on a truck that they're going to give away.
Yeah.
And his builder has complimented us so many times, just out of the blue. He'll just say it in a video. That digs Raw Shop. When they supplied us with this bed, he said, this thing just fits.
There you go.
Yeah. And unlike a lot of them, we got the side strips right here. We don't put them on the bed because most people raise the bed floor.
Yeah.
So now instead of having to cut them off, buy another set, raise them up, we just send them with them, and you can put it on wherever you want.
Wherever you want.
So then you're not ruining a bedside, you're not ruining strips to raise it up 2 inches or whatever.
And shout out to Bedwood. That's where
Yep.
we get those, because those are awesome guys too.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
Yeah, they're just awesome folks, and they build some of the greatest product when it comes to the bed. So we work with those guys, and they work with us to help promote us too. So anyway, there's that stake pocket, guys. I'll guarantee it's the best one out there.
And we got a lot of ideas for more stuff too.
Yes.
I was going to say, I don't think it's going to end here.
No.
You've definitely got your hands full.
I figured if we can use it, then there's somebody else that's going to need it too.
There you
so.
go.
Absolutely.
Support local, support America, everybody. You know,
Thank you.
it's US based, USA made. Doesn't get better than that.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
always supporting that. So yes, I'm not originally American, but I do want things to be kept in-house.
You bet.
It's the only way the economy in the country is going to thrive and grow. This has been awesome. I don't want to go, but I've been here all day. I've stopped everybody from all their work.
I've had a lot of fun. I mean, it's just been a great day. It really has.
And I beat his ass in the track.
Yes. Hey, she cheated. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Rana.
Such a
so
pleasure,
much.
man. Thank you so much
bet.
for having
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you, Cassidy, and everybody for the team as well. They've gone back to their work, but it's been fun. Catch me next time, and hopefully we'll catch up again with Craig and see more of the parts.
Absolutely. We're going to invite you with your new race truck.
I said I'm building a race
Hey,
truck.
is she faster than the Burb?
Well, we have to find that out, because that's what we do. Is it faster than the Suburban?
We'll come back. I'm very
Okay.
competitive, that's
Awesome.
for sure.
Well, we've done a shop tour. We've looked at some of the projects, and I will tell you, we've been to the drag strip too.
Yep.
And by the way, we raced. But I'm going to tell you right now, if she
Of course
tells,
I won.
if she says that, there's no video to prove it.
Lucas wasn't filming?
No, we can't have
Wow.
that. So
Wow.
here's
I
what we'll do.
smoked him, everybody.
Yeah, she did. I told her to take off when she felt like she was ready, and we were pulling up. She just took off. I wasn't ready, and I couldn't even catch her. I can tell you that. No. Yeah. So anyway, with that said, we'll have her back at the racetrack. Would you like to do that when we get full swing with that drag strip? I'll have you come back on an event,
Absolutely.
and I can probably get you into somebody's drag car, and they can give you a ride.
I look forward to seeing that drag strip full alive, lights on, stadium packed.
Yeah, I will tell you, the folks that own it right now, Gerald Kramer and his son who helps him with it, they do a great job anyway. I will tell you, I'm inheriting something that is already, how do I say that? The foundation of it was always there, and I'm getting to carry that baton on. That's what I'm getting ready to do.
Nice.
So I'm excited about it. So, well, we're here today, guys. And because I've talked to a lot of you out there in YouTube land, and you've had questions. So here's the first. Do you mind answer some questions for us?
No, not
Okay, so here we go.
So you have a list. Goodness,
I do. I have a list here. So
usually I'm
these
asking the questions.
these are easy. So how? Because I've called you Rana. How do you pronounce your name?
Rana.
Rana. Okay, so it's Rana's Radar.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to make sure that you go to her YouTube channel, because I'm telling you what, I don't know where she finds all the time. I have my phone because I follow her, and I mean, there's 2 or 3 things popping up every day. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. How did she find the time? So Rana's Radar. That's what it is. And I met you in Des Moines here a few years ago.
3 years ago. Well, how do I find the time?
Yes.
I'll tell you exactly my secret. But before I say that, I have 2 kids.
Okay.
So I have a husband, 2 kids. And if you're keeping up with the channel, then I'm building the truck. Doing a lot of the work myself in Kent's shop in Tennessee, in Friendsville. And on top of that, obviously, I love doing the shop tours.
Right.
Covering the car shows and all the aftermarket factory tours. How do you fit that all in 1 week?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Okay. I play mom from Sunday to Thursday.
Okay.
And then usually Thursday night, on Friday, Saturday, I'm traveling.
Right.
And I would travel and maybe hit 5 places in the one day.
Wow.
4 places in the one day. And I'll get my content.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. So.
Oh my goodness. I would have never known that. I mean, I know what your schedule is like here for us. I mean, we're crunching it with 4 or 5 hours trying to get everything done here. And
it's not often that I spend this long at a shop either.
Oh, well, and we
2
appreciate
hours,
it.
3 hours, and then tomorrow I'm off to somewhere else. But that's what it is. And then, of course, I get content because after school, 3 days of the week, I'm in the farm. I call it the farm because Kent's got land and animals, but the shop is there.
Okay.
And we're working on the truck.
Awesome. Well, that's where we're going to head here in a second, because not only did I met you in Des Moines at Good Guys, and we were talking about how do you find all the time, and you've got your own project going too.
Yes.
So tell me about your project just a little bit. I mean, I know about your project because I'm watching it, and I'll let me build it all the way up so you have to now maintain this level of build. High caliber. I'm going to tell you, I saw the renderings of what that was going to look like when it's all said and done.
Yeah, I'm a bit nuts, aren't I? I mean, what was I thinking?
We're talking Chip Foose style truck here. Oh my goodness!
All of that I have to give credit to Eric Brockmeyer, great designer, and 2.5, almost 3 years ago when we started talking about a truck, told him what I liked in the stands, and we went back and forth. And he came up with that design, and I fell in love with it to the point where I have to make it look like that.
Oh, I'm telling you, that's a very high-end build. I want you to know that. And you're doing a lot of the work to it, if not all of that work. I mean, I know you're getting some help, but I've seen you under the hood with your welding jacket on and everything and your gloves, and you're doing a lot of the work.
One of the biggest achievements that I have done, besides meeting all you wonderful folk and seeing all the different car shows and the shops, is actually learning the fabrication. And I am by no means trained or qualified at all, but I'm now welding. I'm now cutting and shaping metal and just leading. I love doing lead work as well.
Oh,
I haven't done
that's
body and paint yet.
That's a lost art right there.
I
really
love it.
is.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to my truck, there is so many wonderful shops involved, so many great sponsors, and I'm so grateful for that because one person will be making one part, the light will be at a different shop, so everybody's really coming together. And the truck, I haven't really, expressed this as much as I should have, is really to show that culture and the collaboration,
Right,
the camaraderie between all the different shops, that shops can work together, builders can work together, and you guys are so helpful with each other.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I watch everybody else's videos too. I see what's going on out there. I hope they watch our videos and walk through the shop, see what we're doing. But I'm going to tell you, there's YouTube is such an educational system, actually, put together, and I can see what some of the major builders doing, and I follow you too, and I find out what you've got going on. I don't get to, religiously try to watch.
You can't. Even I don't do that.
You can't because those nights, if I can't sleep, I'm going to pull YouTube up, and I'm like, okay, what's going on now? And because you set some video out the other day. You're actually out, and it looked like to me like either a junkyard, salvage yard, or a back pasture, trying to find a box side for your truck. Now you said that was some video.
That was from a while ago.
Okay.
So that was when we were actually looking for a project.
Okay.
So since the project is really coming together and the
We
chassis
haven't
is
asked.
coming.
What is it? What is the year? What are you working
It's
on?
a 72 C10.
Okay.
Started off as a long bed, but it will be a short bed.
Okay.
And I love the long beds, but it's going to be a short bed.
Short bed.
72 C10.
I like long beds too, but I'm going to tell you what, the short bed, it's just got the cool factor. And like I said, I saw the renderings of what your truck's going to look like.
Yeah.
And the stance is just gorgeous. It just really
Well,
is.
I have to give credit to the roaster shop because they were able to kind of solve my problem.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at the channel and all the videos. Every shop that I go to during my build, and of course the build updates inside the shop at home, everything is vlogged.
Yeah.
So I take you guys along, and when I went to the roaster shop, we had to solve the problem because I wanted to get that stance, but it was not possible with the factory frame.
Well, they make a great product. There's no doubt about it. And I know just some of the shows that I go to, I get to talk to the sales reps and the guys that are actually working on the projects. And they're very knowledgeable too. So
and yourself, you use the parts and products from Greening Auto Company.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
They make great stuff.
Yes.
So Jesse's involved with my wheels and my tail light. It's not just great stuff, but wonderful people.
Yep, absolutely.
Wonderful people.
Oh, yeah. Well, we use those two guys too. So let me look here. That accent. Where are you from?
Australia.
Australia. And you live in Tennessee now, though, right?
Tennessee, yes.
So you're in Australia.
Yep.
Okay, so instead of telling me an airplane, what brought you to the United States?
America and American people.
Awesome. We love to hear that. We're so glad to have you too. There's no doubt about it. Then, so that leads me into, okay, so first of all, you're one of the most, I said this before, you're one of the most knowledgeable ladies I know in this kind of an industry. Okay.
Wow, that is, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not, but thank you.
Well, you're learning by doing, and most of us do. I mean, you don't go to the Academy of Chip Foose to find out what Chip Foose knows. You just don't. He knows it because he's hands-on. Yeah. Roadster Shop knows how to build those chassis because they're hands-on, and they get there. And you're doing the same thing.
Yes.
And I know, I've watched a lot of your videos. You're cutting, you're shaping, you're fitting, you're finishing, you're welding, you're grinding, you're doing everything on your own truck. So so here's my question.
Go on.
Why a truck?
I fell in love with the C10s when I went to the Truck Nationals.
Okay.
I just love the body shape, and I hadn't seen them before that. But I do like the Utes back at home, which are a little bit different. I mean, I think they compare more closer to the El Caminos.
Well,
the Ford
and
Rangers.
I looked at the Utes. They're kind of the Studebaker Hudson look. That's what they had. If Studebaker Hudson would have continued to make something like that, that's what I think they would have made.
Okay.
They're naturally chopped top too, I think. Yes.
Which is why naturally I had to chop the top of mine.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tastefully too, because it could be overdone. Yes. There's no doubt about that. So, well, with that said, so now I know about your truck.
Ray's got his glasses on. He's got the book in front of him. I feel like I'm in school.
Where's my red ink pen? So. Anyway, so let's see. What is this? What can we do, or what do you think we can do to get more of the ladies interested in this industry? That's a good question, isn't it?
Okay. From my experience, when I first entered and started filming at the car shows and asking the questions, what led me to get dirty and get weld burns between my toes and
Yeah.
other places.
You got to wear safety shoes.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. But what led to that is I asked so many questions, and then people are wonderful and they answered it and everybody humored it. But then there was also some that didn't, find it so interesting that I did not know. Even something as basic as like even transmission engine. Like I had no auto background. I just knew how to drive. That's all, right? Sure. So what led me to that is to get into the shop and actually, okay, let's disassemble an entire car.
Right.
See what is under the drivetrain.
There's a lot of parts.
What is that? Yeah.
There's a lot of parts.
A brake cable. Where does it run to? And how you can, I guess, or encourage ladies is listen to them. And when they are at the shows, they're not. If they weren't interested, they'll be out shopping.
Exactly.
But if they're there with their partner, they're not just there because of his company, but they're there because they're showing some kind of an interest. Engage them.
Yep. Well, that show encouragement. Number one, take the time. Take the time. Answer the questions, because I will tell you that we were talking about the drag strip here. I just right off the top of my head, 10% of those racers down there are ladies.
Yeah.
And it would probably surprise most. I used to teach. Okay. When years ago, I was a youth pastor actually, and I taught drag racing to kids. Now the church folks didn't.
I was going to say, wow, you would have been the coolest youth pastor.
I was. Well, anyway, with that said, so we don't have time, but there's going to come a time that you're going to get to come back. We're going to have you back because we're going to have you at the racetrack. But I used to have a practice tree and a full tree and everything like that. What I found was that the girls were naturally faster on reaction than the guys were. It's just a natural thing. And I also have found that when it comes to welding, the ladies are naturally a better welder. My guys can weld like no other, but when it comes to when you teach the girls how to do something, it's very intricate for them. And at that point, I mean, they're really good at it.
You can get the rhythm going. You
bet. So, well, that was one of the questions that I had out there. So, I appreciate your
absolutely
answer on that.
Engage the ladies.
You bet. Okay, so I think there's that last one. You see it? What are your goals for your truck? I would imagine. Here, let me throw it out there.
Go on, Craig. You're getting out all my secrets.
Well, first of all, the caliber of the build. Like I said, guys, go to Rana's YouTube channel. You can see what she's building, and you can see where she's headed with it.
Or the Instagram, because it'll have more of me in it.
Right, and I will tell you that it's kind of a loaded question because I know where she goes. I mean, she not only goes to Good Guys, but she goes to C10 National. She goes to Triple Crown. I mean, you go all over the place. And I'm going to say we probably ought to get a hold of Gary Case now so that we can have your truck ready to go for Triple Crown one of these times.
I've already registered for the Triple Crown of Rodding, everybody, with my truck.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is you can still register, even if you think your truck is going to be finished. So I'm very hopeful. But the goals for my truck, the goal is to show it, to share it with everybody, and share the journey and story behind it on how well so many different shops have come together. So it definitely will do the show circuit in 27, hopefully. The plan is to finish it by the end of this year.
Awesome.
And debut it somewhere big.
Well, that was like, where is that going to be? So yeah. Well, you probably haven't got that picked out because you're in the middle of the build now.
Well, you would know that with these shows, once you secure a spot, that's when you can really announce it.
Right. And we don't know that yet, or you don't.
I don't know that yet. So once I get 100% confirmation, then it's like, okay. But we're finishing up metalwork and getting it ready to sit on the brand new chassis. And
well, you're from Tennessee, and I know there's really, there is a lot of car builders in Tennessee. Yes. Man, oh man. So you're well connected there. So I'm sure when the debut comes.
Everywhere. It's going everywhere, Craig.
Yeah.
Right now, the engine and transmission is with Donald Hardy over in Texas.
Awesome.
He's going to be working on that. Tom from Saltworks, he's doing the custom headlights.
Mm-hmm. And we talked about greening too.
Greenings, so it's all over the place.
All over, and they make a great product too. I mean, that's awesome. And
but of course, low car being local, in town
Yep.
is a big sponsor as well. So they're involved with some parts and stuff, and
Okay.
just great people. And yeah,
Awesome. Well, I'm telling you what, we're so glad to have you at Diggs Rod Shop. We were
this
talking.
rod shop is big. I mean, if you think I'm busy, this man,
Oh.
you're running circles around me.
Well,
The amount
I
of different
figure
things you're involved in.
I figure there's plenty of time to rest when I'm dead. You know, that's the way I look at it.
I thought I was the only one who said that. High five to
Did you
that.
say that?
High five to that. you
Plenty of
know?
sleep for that.
Tell
you know?
my mom, I'm like, I'll rest when I'm dead.
Well,
So
and
annoyed when I say
here's
that.
another good saying: sleep's for the weak anyway. You know, I mean, you think you got to sleep now. Well, I will tell you that it has been just like I said, an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
I do believe that you're one of the most knowledgeable ladies that are in our industry, not only hot rods and customs and restoration, but you have a lot to offer. And so that's why I want to direct you guys to her YouTube channel. Go there. And you in Instagram, you do TikTok, I suppose? I mean,
No,
a
I
little bit?
don't. I'm really not with the TikTok. I should be.
I have to ask if we do that. I mean, I can't. So I know we do. I know we do because, yeah.
But
so,
that's the thing with the channel. You saw me. I do the filming. I do the editing.
you do it all.
I
Yeah.
do the production, make the thumbnails, and it's a lot. And TikTok is a world I don't know if I fit into it. You know, I've just gotten into doing shorts and reels on Instagram, and a reel takes a long time.
It does. It does.
Takes
Well,
a long time.
stay with it. I mean, and I know it's a lot of work. It
Yes.
is. And you know, Lucas over there, if it wasn't for him, I don't know that I'd be able to do this. And it would be my son, Alan, that has to come and do this. Now, he can do that. And he kind of started it all for us, is
Right.
really what he did. And so, you know, he's off on deployment, serving his nation, and we appreciate that. Thank you, son. But in the meantime, I got to keep the ball moving forward, you know. Matter of fact, I had an emergency phone call with him, let him know that we bought a racetrack, you know.
What was his reaction?
Well, we talked about it before he left, and we just entertained the thought. And I would just real quickly tell you that when we were thinking about it, well, then the track sold, but then that fell through, and so then
So
when
he doesn't know.
well, then he didn't know, then
Yeah.
he deployed. Well, then I was working on it, but he didn't tell me to work on it. So that's just one of the things that I was doing. And then just one thing led to another, and all of a sudden, I had to make a decision. I will tell you that, and so I did. And you can't just call over to Iraq. That's where he's at. I just can't call over and say, hey, you know,
What do you think about this?
Yeah, what do you think about this? And we had talked about it just a little bit, and we don't get much time. Alan and I just don't get much time to talk. And anyway, with that said, so I kind of landed that with him. But anyway, so we have that racetrack. So when he gets back, he will work on the videos and things like that. I'm hoping that he would like to take my position, and he kind of alluded to that anyway. He kind of said he was running the show anyway, you know. So anyway, I want him to take care of everything here, and I do want to go to that racetrack and then work between the two. And we want you to come back. I really do. I will tell you one of the things in one of the special events at Eddyville, we bring a 2-seater dragster in. There's a side-by-side. And so there's the driver and two people, one on each side of him. It's a dragster. It's very fast.
Really?
And then there's a back-to-back one that'll literally run 4.5 seconds. And it runs 160, 170 mile an hour through the 8th mile. And I want you to come back and experience that. So anyway,
I'm not going to say no to that.
Awesome. And, we'll see you out on the road. That's what
Absolutely.
we will do. So.
And I have to keep up with Diggs Rod Shop, everybody, and you should as well. There's always so much happening, parts being produced, amazing fab work. You guys are very talented.
Thank you.
Very talented, and a big variety of everything, of the different cars. So it's been an awesome day.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you have to get going, and you are a busy lady. She has a flight to catch. So, well, this is Craig. Make sure you not only like and subscribe at our YouTube channel, but make sure you go to Rana's and like and subscribe there too. We'll catch you guys either on the road or in the shop. This is Craig at Diggs Rod Shop.